So, hello and welcome everybody to the Skill Bharat Samman podcast. And today we have with us a very special guest, an awardee. Ma'am, if you could please introduce yourself to the audience along with your school.
So, hello, Shreyaan, and hello, the audience. So, I am Anita Gupta, Principal Raman Munjal Vidya Mandir. It is an initiative which was started by Hiromoto Corp under the group of Raman Munjal Foundation. And we are 31 years old school. And this is a rural project. Means the school was set up for the upliftment of the students who belong to rural areas, little away from, you can say, the main city, but providing them all the facilities, all the ventures, what a city student look forward to. And I'm working here in this school for last 27 years. I'm in 28th year of my running. So, and in the same school. So
Wow.
my journey is really, so it's a lot of connection. This school is just not the school for me. It is my family. It is my place where I see myself. I'm able to connect myself to this place and to each and every child. And many students are passed out and they are like very well settled in different fields of, you can say, of society, wherever you see, whether in India or abroad. And I really feel proud being connected with them. Yes.
That's a really great initiative by all, and especially the fact that you've been in the same school for 27 years is a very big achievement in itself. So, hats off from me to you. And
Thank
diving into the first question is, Miss, you have won the award. So we would all like to know that, you're an example for others, that what are the skills that you are providing to your students, that, each and every child is going abroad and settling down, and they're going out of the cities and settling. So what are these skills that you imbibe them with, and how do you do it in your schools so that other schools can learn from you?
So as I shared that this school is a different school from other schools in the way that this provides the opportunities to the students who otherwise are a little far from. Though now this area is also developed because I am in Siddhavli, Gurugram. So this is now the developed area, but just think about 31 years when the highway was also not constructed. There was nothing, no opportunities here. So since that time, the vision was totally different. The vision of our founders was to give back, and it is still the same, to give back to the society whose resources we are making use of. And we were just asked one question in our interviews, how much passionate we are for the social cause. And we are all in for that. So looking the background of our students and everything, so the setup was like that we have to give first-hand experience to the students. So that started with just not the classroom. It's not teaching from the books. It is teaching by the heart, from the heart, though they came from the community, which was already, you can say, getting uplifted. But taking that back these students to the same community and getting them connected with small things as simple as that, how to take care of one's cleanliness, whether it is self-hygiene or whether it is the environment or the society. Then giving them the basic values of the nutritious food. And then we are lucky that we have enough place with us. So we started with giving every class, every section, a field area where they could grow, and they can maintain that. So having that kind of feeling of being connected, then collaborative, and then being responsible for what they are doing, and they are looking at the thing. So these small, like the skills, which we call as 21st century skills. So we started imbibing these skills in the students with these small ventures, and then preparing them with any concept as simple as that waste management, as simple as that how to behave with each other, how to have that sense of good touch and bad touch, like anything and everything what we are sensitive about in the society. We tried to build in this concept in the students through different strategies of like street plays, of making them aware of, letting them speak about it, giving them platform through various means, that is through the houses, through clubs, through class, through inter-school competitions. And then we are the first schools, one of the first schools you can say in India, the concept of quality circle, that is a term which is used with the industries so well. So we started this 25 years back, and we used to do it with industries. Yes. And because that time the schools were not into all such kind of quality concepts, but now many schools are there, but we started 25 years back. So asking them to think about what is bothering them, means therein comes the problem solving skill, critical analysis, creative thinking. So all these skills we imbibed through this club also, quality circle. So this talks about like telling the students, okay, you just think around, as simple as that. Like with a small child, okay, you see your bag, you have to pack your bag. So how you have to pack your bag? What do you find difficult, or what is it which is not needed? So like all such kind of things they have to think on their own, and then they have to find a solution. So in that they are thinking, they are brainstorming, they are analyzing. Okay, and then giving them, then asking them to write it down, jot it down. So we are giving them that writing skill concept also, and then we giving them some material for reading. Okay, so this a format that they have to present it in a particular format. So when you have to present something, so presentation skill is also very important. And when one has to present something, it has to be in a proper sequence, and it needs to have some kind of like a language skill, some kind of like maybe the visuals to be used, some PPTs to be prepared. So skilling them with that technology also. So adding on to that technology, giving them that creative bent, and asking them to present. So all these skills were imbibed into that, and that's how we try to make the students stand on their own. So the problem could be anything. See, we always look forward towards the bigger issues. I always tell my students, you have to just think about the small steps, small things. If you start working on these small things, then what will happen? One day you will achieve the big things. Like we started very small. We started with 54 students, and now we have the strength of 1500 plus. We started with 5 teachers. Now I have 100 staff. A staff of 100 people with me, or more than 200. I'm talking of admin and this thing. But if I see like there is a staff more than that, so means we have to only start, take a small step. The biggers are being achieved. The same problems still we face, but now different manner. So differently we are thinking, because now we see the technology is also there to support us in many ways. We can reach to anyone and everyone. Okay, so and these are the platforms which we didn't stop during the COVID time. We went online, and we invited the international guests also. We are connecting our students with our own alumni. So they are sharing their first-hand experience of being in the school, what they faced, and how, because the children can connect with them very easily. Right. They may be with some outside guest or with us. Like we have so many workshops and seminars. We keep inviting the different guests from different era, right? Or different ages, or different, you can say the field areas. But when we call alumni, then definitely they feel more connected. We started one more practice, and that is making our parents as the partners in the continuous development of our students. So now when the students see their parents, like observing them, sharing their own experiences, teaching them something, they feel proud of their parents, and they feel like more connected. And the parents also feel proud, like, and they are also aware of the system of the school. So these are like, if you ask me, I'll continue speaking. There are so many first-hand experiences with me. Absolutely. Like I can't stop talking. Yeah.
Definitely. So that's like, honestly, I can make a list now, and the papers will get over when you say. So thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me that insight. What we would also like to know, like, everybody is speaking about AI, and, should we teach our kids AI in today's time? And will AI replace our students' jobs, and what can we do to avoid it if it does? Okay.
So, Shreyaan, to your this question about AI and VR, so what I believe is technology is going to stay here forever, and we are noticing the changes, and we are even noticing the benefits we are having with the technology. If it has not been there, I think all of us would have been like sitting in our corners, dark corners during the COVID time. So that is the biggest example of the technologies and its benefit. And when we are talking about AI and VR, that is also the reality. Because, but human touch, of course, is needed. Man is the mind and the master. Only thing is we have to keep that remote in our hand. We are not going to be the slaves to technology and not to make misuse of it. So we have to train our generation about its benefits, about how to make use of it, how to keep oneself away from the crimes or the criminal mindset, and how to get the best of it. Because if it has not been there, Chandrayaan, how could we see it? And I am just arranging one VR session for my students so that they can see how it has taken place, how Chandrayaan is going to be settled in the orbit. So if it has not been there, definitely the students are going to be way behind. They'll go back to the same old stage of the traditional way of. We don't want that. We want our children to be well equipped with the latest developments, but of course, with the positive mindset.
Okay? Right. Yeah. Absolutely. So coming to the rapid fire round of questions, where I'll ask a question and you have to answer in one word, or it will be a word which whatever comes in your mind first, you have to answer that. Okay. So my first question is job seeker or job creator?
Job creator.
Okay. If you had the choice that you could it's your exam tomorrow and you have a board exam, as well as at the same day you have an international level swimming competition, which one would you go for?
Swimming competition.
Okay. The third question is like if you could go back to your time in in the school time, what would you learn?
I learned the holistic development. I was since my childhood, like it was my learning only, the passion of learning in every field. So that's how I see myself now also, as I saw myself in the school.
Oh wow. Okay. And if you had all the money and resources and all the infrastructure in the world, what would you introduce for your school students?
The best of the facilities in terms of giving them the first-hand experience, which we are already giving, but extending that so that every child feels free to learn, and the flexibility of learning is there, flexibility of whatever they want to choose, and what I can bring for them in the school from all over the world. That is.
Absolutely. And the last question is, how important is entrepreneurship for today's world?
This is very important. And we have this aspect also in our school system. Okay, so we make our students participate into the Audiothon, such kind of races, or Inspire, or Mind Traveler, so that they share their own ideas. They come up with what kind of new strategies and new ventures are looking forward for them. They can set up. Even yesterday, I met one of my just 12th pass out student. So he came to take his mark sheet. So I just asked him, "What are you doing now?" "Ma'am, I am setting my own business." You are not even 18. Like entrepreneurship is all about that. You are like getting independent. "Yes, ma'am, I have started small. And as soon as I am going to turn 18, I am going to get it registered in my name." So this is, and I already have the students. So this is the fresh example. Yesterday only it has happened. So I am into it because see, young blood is full of ideas. Its only thing is they need their talent to be given a chance, to be recognized,
Correct.
and they're finding some kind of a platform, right? So I think, Shreyan, your that idea of not dream, share your dreams, and then you are going to take it forward. So I'm looking forward for such kind of things to happen in my school.
Absolutely. Yeah. So thanks a lot, Miss, for your time, your precious time in school hours which you have given. So, I have personally learned a lot from this podcast myself. Like, like you are doing this in rural areas and people aren't able to do it in higher level cities, also tier one cities also. So that is a very, very good thing. You are making education available for all, and not just education, quality holistic development education, which is hats off again from me to you. And thank you so much for your time again. So we'll end the podcast.
Thank you, Shreyan. And I would just like to share the credit goes to our founders. The
Right.
credit goes to my team. And when I say my team and my family, it is my teachers, it's my staff, it's each and every person, parents, students, everyone, because the journey together is taken, is achieved and achievable.
Wow.
But if we start, we may start alone, but we need. And this reminds me, अकेले ही चले थे, कारवां बढ़ता गया, लोग साथ मिलते गए और मंजिलें तय करते गए. Thank you so much, Shreyaan.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you, Miss. Bye bye. See you soon.
Bye bye.